What's up, guys? I am back, of course, for episode 2 in our Tron series, which also means we have reached the end of the chapter for the Tron franchise, which is bittersweet as always. I know I always say that at the end of the series when we are done watching our final installment of the series of my choosing that we've been watching so far. But like I said, there has been speculation for a third movie to come out. Still up in the air. Don't know when it's going to come out or even if it will come out. But until that day, I guess Tron Legacy will be our final installment of the Tron franchise. But yeah, like I said, we are back for episode 2 of our Tron saga, duology, series, franchise, whatever you would like to call it. This movie came out in 2010 and it's directed by Joseph Kosinski. And I remember watching this as a kid. Like I said, don't remember a lot of it, so this is going to be a great refresher for me. I remember enjoying it as a kid. I remember it going pretty long, but 2 hours really isn't that long of a movie anymore with these like 3+ hours or the frickin' Snyder Cut 4-hour movie. But yeah, 2 hours, so it's 30 minutes longer than the original Tron, which is cool. I remember enjoying it for a kid, but like I said, I remember it being a little too long for my age. This came out in 2010, which honestly, I wasn't that young when this came out. 2010, that means I think I was in 8th grade, 13. Dude, my memory's going away. But yeah, this picks up, I think the main character of this movie is Kevin Flynn's, played by Jeff Bridges. His son is kind of the main protagonist of this film. And I'm not going to really go into all the details of this movie because I want to go in fresh. But I remember this being that he has to go into a video game and find his father. That's all I remember. And I remember Olivia Wilde's in this as well as, scratch that, I was going to say that I thought Jared Leto was in this movie, but I don't think he is. I don't know why I thought that, but I thought he was. Could be wrong. We'll have to see when we watch this movie. But yeah, Tron Legacy, episode 2 in the Tron franchise, last episode. And I'm really looking forward to it. As we watched together the original Tron, I've never seen that movie before, and I enjoyed it for the most part. The graphics were a little outdated, if you will, but other than that, I liked the story. I thought it was a fun time. I thought it was entertaining, and I didn't know that Jeff Bridges actually broke out of the game in that movie, because I've only seen Tron Legacy. And so when we found Jeff Bridges' character in the video game in Tron Legacy, I thought he wouldn't have escaped in the first movie. So that means he must go back in the video game for some reason. And I think we're going to find that out in the beginning of this movie. But let's not waste any more time. You know why I'm here. You know what I'm about to do. I'm here to react, commentate, as well as give a little short review and see how the movie holds up as a whole. Like I said, I'm looking forward to this. It's a fun time. The graphics are great, I think. And let's see if they live up to 2021 graphics, which I'm pretty sure they do. I remember really enjoying this and it really being immersed in the Tron environment in this movie as a kid, so hopefully I still feel the same way as an adult. But yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into this Tron Legacy. Damn, well that's pretty cool. I like how Disney does it with some of their movies, where they switch it up with their intros to their films. That's dope.
The grid. A digital frontier. I tried to picture clusters of information as they move through the computer. What did they look like? Ships, motorcycles.
Huh.
Were the circuits like freeways?
Well, that's Jeff Bridges' voice.
Of the world I thought I'd never see.
So is he going to be narrating this whole film?
You got in. That's right, man. I got in.
Oh, he's talking to his son. Does that mean he got with the girl in the first movie, that blonde girl that he seemed to have like an attraction to?
So radical. And together,
you built a grid.
We built a new grid for programming.
Oh, were those his friends from the first movie?
So I created a program in my own image that could think like you and me, and I called him Clue.
This makes a lot more sense now that I have watched the first movie.
First game's on me.
Can we play doubles? On the same team?
We're always on the same team.
How did I know that was going to be his response?
Good evening. Our lead story, Encom CEO and video game icon Kevin Flynn has disappeared.
In there is a new world. In there is...
Oh, so he really... Damn, after, really getting to the bottom of what he wanted to do in the first movie and, prove that he created that game from Encom, he really became something. He became like a millionaire. I thought he was just going back to his little arcade on the side of the town, but no, he was rich after that.
He's coming. Promise.
And the future of Encom will most likely depend on what becomes of this now orphaned little boy.
Oh, shoot. Sam Flynn, okay. The music is pretty good, man. I mean, I'm not one to be heavily into electronic or dance type music, but it really does suit the movie. Kind of that futuristic kind of sound.
Is he gonna go break into the company like his father did in the first movie?
You missed that one.
Given the prices we charge to students and schools, what sort of improvements have been made in Flynn? Encom.
Income. He's hacking, just like his father. Like father, like son.
If there are no more questions, I would like you to meet our next blockbuster. Encom, OS 12.
Oh, so I guess they're not going to reveal it then, because he just took whatever they were trying to upload. So he uploaded whatever they were going to show off to the company for free on the whole entire web. So he just gave away their whole whatever thing.
Relax. It's under control. Our most valuable and most secure operating system is out there for free.
There you go. Okay, their operating system. That's probably what his father wanted him to do, or wanted the company to do. Give away their stuff for free and not, make a profit off it.
Your boss works for the CEO. The CEO works for the shareholders. Now, do you know who the biggest shareholder is? I don't know, some kid.
Yeah.
Enjoy it, Mark. You earned it.
That's the dog in the video.
How you been, Sam? Oh, you know, when I was 12, I really appreciated the surrogate father thing, but come on now. I got it all under control now.
I was paged last night.
Oh, man, still rocking the page.
For you. Yeah, here.
I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
I had to sleep with it. I still do. Page came from your dad's office at the arcade. 2 nights before he disappeared, he came to my house. I've cracked it, he kept saying. Now, he was talking about genetic algorithms, quantum teleportation. He said he was about to change everything. Science, medicine.
Then he just goes missing. That's typical, man.
That's kind of realistic to what's happens in today's day and age. Somebody wants to do something
Amazing, and then 2 days later, after they announce that they're going to do it, they're gone.
I'm tired. I smell like jail.
The keys to the arcade. I haven't gone over there yet. I thought you should be the one.
No, and you're acting like I'm gonna find him sitting there working. Hey, kiddo, let's track a time.
Wouldn't that be something?
Wouldn't that be something?
I remember that line. I love arcades, man. I don't know. I'm one of those people who just loves finding arcades and going to play a couple of old school video games. It's fun, man. It's nostalgic. For a time that I wasn't born into, it's cool for me to kind of relive that time in a more modern day scene. Tron. There we go, Tron. Ooh, secret lair. I don't understand why now, though. How many years has he been missing? The son was 10 when he left. And now he's a full-blown adult. Ugh. Damn. Ugh. The dirt. It's been there for ages, probably. Oh, there's that thing. That's not good. Like I said in the beginning, like father, like son. Probably gonna happen to... Yep, exactly. Same thing's gonna happen to him what happened to his father in the 1980s. Dude, Tron looks like it has advanced a lot more since the 80s. Look at that. Compared to what we saw that thing in the 1980s movie?
Dude, look how much higher graphics it has now.
I'm not a program!
He actually did it. He worked the farm.
Look, I know you probably get this a lot, but there's been a
Games.
mistake.
Oh, he's gonna go play some games.
This can't be good.
Where's his little frisbee disc?
You will receive an identity disc.
There you go.
Everything you do or learn will be imprinted on this disc.
Oh, look at this.
Kind of reminds me of Thor Ragnarok when Thor had to fight the Hulk.
At last, their disc is.
Yeah, you don't want to get hit by one of those, man. Yeah, you gotta survive. Take off your disc. You gotta hit him. Dude, one hit, you're gone. Nice! That was smart on his part. Nice! Dude, the movie just started, he's already trying to break out. Oh, crap. He unknowingly went into another game. Again. Oh, shoot, he's got dual-wielding discs now. His doesn't do that.
Come on, is that even legal?
Maybe it's just the millennial in me, but I'm having a... I know funner's not a word, but a funner time with this movie than I did with the 1980s movie.
I know you gotta respect the originals, but I'm enjoying this a little more, I think.
User.
Yeah, he is a user.
Bring him to me. Who are you?
Dad,
Isn't this something?
isn't this some reunion, huh?
The same. Oh, lots happens, Sam. More than
You and Dad are basically the same age now. He didn't age, and you grew up older. Doesn't really seem that happy to see him, though.
So can we just go home now? Not in the cards. I'm not your father, Sam. I'm very, very happy to see you.
It's coming back to me a little bit more that I've been as the movie progresses. So yeah, that's not his father. I remember that. But it still amazes me how good the graphics were back in 2010 with the whole de-aging process of actors. Because that looks pretty good for a 2010 movie to make an actor look younger again. Because that's a young version of Jeff Bridges, definitely.
We do indeed have in our midst a user. Suggest perhaps the challenge of the grid.
Uh-oh.
Is he gonna get on the motorcycles? I think it's about time we see a motorbike race.
I've been waiting a long time for this.
So it is the father. He is going to fight his father in a race.
You want to play?
Grid is live.
Oh, there's his teammates.
Light cycle battle.
Oh, here we go. The bikes. Looking a little more advanced now. Oh, shoot. Damn, man. One gone. Come on. Here we go. You got to take one of their teammates out. There we go.
We gotta work together. It's the only way.
Bye. Nice.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
One-on-one. Ooh. Who's this now? Goodbye.
Game on, old friend.
And rockets? Where the hell did she get this?
Honestly, this is kind of a carbon copy of the first movie, now that I see it. I feel it's just done with better graphics.
And, yeah, maybe a similar premise. Not too similar, but this is kind of like the first one.
Obviously not. All your questions will be answered soon.
Dad?
Long time. You have no idea. How did you get in? Alan came over. You got your age.
He never thought he'd see you again.
Your move, Flynn. Come on. Come on.
Oh, he big mad. So he created him, and I guess he's like a creation gone wrong. He wanted to be the real Flynn, or something like that. Hopefully they let us in to what happened.
I'm sure you Actually, just one.
Why did you never come
I
back?
never came home. Clue was my creation. A program designed to create a perfect world. This one I thought it couldn't get any more profound. The miracle. Isomorphic algorithms. A whole new life form. The ISOs. They were going to be my gift to the world. Flynn, am I still to create the perfect system? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a coup.
Ah, this is so BS, man. His creation, God, wanted to be more powerful than him, so he went against him.
I've been corrupted.
Damn. This is BS. And of course, Tron's probably gonna die, because we have not seen Tron in this whole movie yet. Yeah, see? Yeah, it's bullshit.
He fought for me. It was genocide. I tried to get back, but I couldn't get to the portal. It uses massive power and it can't stay open forever.
Ah, so that's how he got stuck.
So the portal, it activated when I came in.
So it's open now.
Not for long. Only 1 millicycle. Don't rush.
What do you mean, don't rush? The portal's gonna close. What?
Yeah, exactly. Why aren't you rushing, man? You've been in there forever.
My disc is everything, Sam. It's the master key. Tell me, what brought you here?
Alan got your page.
I didn't say anything.
Exactly, that wasn't from him.
It was Clue. This is precisely what he wants. Us together, heading for the portal.
Damn.
It's his game.
Ah, so it's all a trap.
The way to win is not to play.
Clue has gotten a lot smarter than Jeff Bridges probably ever imagined him to.
Sam,
He's not there anymore. Yep. Watch. He's gone. Yeah, there he is. He's making a break for it. And he's in the old version of the Tron cycle. That's cool. That's a throwback.
You're looking for someone.
Yeah, he is.
What makes you say that?
Intuition.
Dude, these computers are like, the CPU is like, they're so advanced, they're smart. Usually when I think of like a CPU character, I think of like the characters we see on GTA Online. But these ones actually think and they can talk to you and converse. It's so advanced. I'm just waiting for a video game like that in the future.
His name is Castor. If you want to speak to Zeus, you're gonna have to go through him.
I'm Casper, your host. We're looking for Zeus. Indeed.
so when do I meet him?
You, just. Indeed.
Can you help me?
I must ask who sent you my way.
Name's Cora.
I don't know if you should have told him that. I feel like he might use that in a bad way. I don't know.
And you'll need a forged disc. Not easy these days, by the way. This is going to be quite a ride.
Did he set him up? He set him up, huh? Oh, that was like dual lightsaber?
Didn't use this once before.
Playing all the angles.
The game has changed, son of Flynn.
Here we go. Watch out. Don't let her die.
Damn, oh shoot. The creator. Now you guys are in trouble. Oh, you're gonna have to book it now, aren't you? Watch out. Oh shit. You're gonna need to get that, man.
You're messing with my Zen thing, man.
You're messing with my Zen. I feel like Jeff Bridges in real life would be that type of dude to do stuff like that, like meditate and just feng shui type stuff.
Do it your way. Full on sprint to the portal. This will take us there.
Well, this is reminiscent of yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same type of transportation device type car. That was in the first one. There's a lot of throwbacks I'm noticing from the second one from the first one, which I'm not hating on. It's cool for a more modern audience, a younger audience too. But I also don't want to call them lazy. I just want to maybe make it more unique.
She's the miracle, man.
She's a miracle?
Everything I ever worked for. A digital frontier to reshape the human condition.
Oh, okay, so she's important.
It's just a plug line. In our world,
So that's how they met. Okay, now it makes sense. The bad guys are always not far behind. It sucks that Flynn can't just push a button and like just shut down Clue. Because he's really becoming a nuisance.
you remember that night? You didn't come home. Well, you said I said I'd show you the grid. Should have seen this place back then. Couldn't wait to show it to you.
So much time has gone by, man. Time you won't get back. But like he said in the beginning, like an hour here is like only minutes in the real world, right? So if he was able to come back with him and go back into the real world, he would get some time back, right?
Look what you've accomplished. It's incredible.
It is incredible.
I've given it all up for one more day with you.
Damn, that's sad, man. That's sad. Disney knows how to hit you in the heart sometimes.
I presume our understanding is still valid. Control of the city. A sizable request.
That's why he double-crossed
but,
him.
Seemingly fitting compensation. Don't you think? I realize that our alliance is at times uneasy, but always necessary.
You're gonna die.
You need me.
I can hear the music.
I am. Good.
Yep, told you. You guys are going to die.
End of line, man.
Just as everything was going dark, I felt a hand on my shoulder. And when I opened my eyes,
It was Flynn,
standing above me was the Creator.
the creator. They call him the creator.
Your father.
He's honestly like God to them. Without him, there wouldn't have been any of them. You know when you see the kind of the reddish, orangish yellow, you know you're with the bad guys.
What is this?
Clones?
Programs.
Programs.
Destroy and repurpose them.
Repurpose them for what?
Time to go. Time to fight.
Goodbye.
No!
He's alive.
Wait, that's Tron?
I've never seen anything like him. Unbelievable, sir. I know you have greater designs than any of us understand. Where's this? Where is he?
Jeff Bridges can play a protagonist and an antagonist in the same movie. Can a lot of actors say they've done that?
I have something very special in mind for you. Not to mention,
It's always the antagonists of the movies do something similar to this. They did this in Star Wars Episode 7, 2, and like Episode 6, and they've done that in all the Star Wars movies, and like a lot of the villains do that in the movies.
I will make their world open and available to all of us.
He wants to rule the world. Good luck.
He's taking all of this with him. He's figured out how to do it. There, our system will grow. There, our system will blossom.
Oh, you let it go, I'm not going home without you.
Sam, same team, remember?
Same team. We're always on the same team.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
Meet me on the flight deck at 5 and get us some wheels.
Wheels, what's your plan?
I'm a user. I'll improvise.
He's a Flynn. He should have said that. Here he comes.
Oh, he just took a big gulp.
Along with the users.
Wow. Not even gonna stand in front of him of taking it. That's Tron.
Come on, kiddo.
There we go.
Radical, man.
Radical, man. I swear, when he says stuff like that, man, you can't help but picture him as the dude.
Try and hold on to this. You're going to need it.
That's kind of reminiscent of Star Wars when Obi-Wan, or no, Anakin lost his lightsaber and Obi-Wan caught it and gave it back to him. Are they gonna ride on their bikes now? Oh no, it's a jet.
Take the turret.
Imagine if we had this type of technology in today's day and age.
Just like jumping out of a building with a stick, and then it can turn in like milliseconds into like a fighter jet or a motorcycle.
Oh, and the airplane has the streaks too coming out of it, so if they crash into that, they'll die, huh?
Guys,
Goodbye. That was cool.
Tron, where do you think we'll come?
I fight for the users.
Ha! It's coming back to him. It came back to him. Tron, something hit him in the head where he's remembering who he really fights for. That's great. Now they have someone on their team. Oh, shoot. Tron's really gonna die now. They're finally making their way back home. Finally, after all this freaking chaotic nonsense they had to go through because of Clue. He's waiting for him. That's not good.
You promised that we would change the world together.
Dude, you screwed him!
I know. I understand that now. I took the system to its maximum potential. I created the perfect system. The thing about perfection is that it's unknowable. It's impossible, but it's also right in front of us all the time.
Dude, there's no such thing as perfection.
I'm sorry.
If Flynn created him correctly, he would have knew that. Clue. Get away from him.
Remember what you came for.
It's her. You lost. It's her. No, you're not gonna make it, man. No way. You are not gonna make it. That's bullcrap. No way he could have jumped that far. Dude, man, he came here for his father, but I guess he's leaving with someone else. So many years he missed being with his dad.
Goodbye, kiddo.
Damn, man. No. Huh, he's sucking him back in. Did he just destroy his creation? Alongside with himself? Gonna miss you, Dad.
Al,
I saw him.
you're dreaming now.
Finally, making the right decision.
You were right.
About what?
About everything.
He gave the ownership to the correct person. He's gonna do great with Encom. Dude, let's get a third movie, honestly. They've been talking about it for a long, long, long time. It's about time we get a third movie to the Tron franchise.
What's next, Sam?
Ah, there she is.
Come on. I want to show you something.
I mean, but they won, though. So I guess that's a good ending.
I like Tron Legacy. I don't know about a lot of you. I don't know if it holds up to Tron, the original 1982 movie, but
I like Tron Legacy, and I'm looking forward to talking about it with you guys. That was fun. Tron Legacy. So we have wrapped up the Tron franchise as of now. Like I said during my viewing my commentary of this movie, speculated that there will be a Tron 3. Who knows? Like I said, it's supposed to star Jared Leto, but that was back in like 2020. So who knows? It's up in the air, guys. Maybe if you guys know more about the Tron franchise, you could let me know in the comments if that third movie is still on the table or if it's shelved for like eternity or like who knows. I hope this actor, the son played by Garrett Hedlund, I hope he's going to be in it if there is a third movie, because I like him. I like him as an actor. Like I said, I've seen him in Four Brothers, but he's a good actor. I believed him as Kevin Flynn's son, as Sam Flynn. I believed their relationship together, and it was very believable to see how Kevin Flynn, for the first time in Tron, for the longest time of him not being able to see his father, and that look he gave him as soon as they saw each other was very believable. I believed it would be how a son not seeing his father for the longest time would react when they finally meet up in the same room. So yeah, Garrett Hedlund, I like him. I don't know why I haven't seen him in a lot more stuff, but he is a good actor, and I hope to see him in the third movie. But like I said, supposedly it's going to star Jared Leto, but I don't know if that's true or false. We will have to see. But yeah, guys, we just wrapped up Tron Legacy, and my thoughts coming right out of the gate is I actually do. Before I say my opinion, just understand that I am not saying anything against the original. It's just my preference as a moviegoer and as a movie viewer and as a movie critic, I guess, if you will say. I like Tron Legacy more than I like the original Tron. Maybe it's the millennial in me, like I said. Maybe I just appreciate it more because of the newer graphics and how Disney used the motion capture to de-age, or not the motion capture, just the de-aging process of Jeff Bridges' character, Kevin Flynn, to make him look younger again. I thought that was really cool, even though you can see some aspects of how that probably would look better in modern day rather than back in the day in 2010. Because you can clearly see some parts in the movie where it really looks kind of plasticky and computer-generated and not really realistic. But hey, it was 2010. You can't fault them for it. And it was still believable to me, and it was still enjoyable. It really did look like Jeff Bridges as a really young Jeff Bridges. So it was still cool to me. Tron Legacy, though, it did share similar aspects to the original. And I feel like it copied off a lot of stuff. And that being said, I saw this movie before I saw the original Tron, and maybe that's why I'm liking it more so than I do the original Tron. But they really did take a lot of aspects from the original movie and put it into this movie. Like, the plot is basically very similar, almost like they just kind of did a reboot of the original Tron. Which, needless to say, it kind of is a reboot. I mean, like 2010, from 1982 to 2010, it's not a sequel, more of a reboot. But it's cool that they had the original actor, the main protagonist in the original movie, Jeff Bridges, Kevin Flynn, reprise his role in this movie. And they also had Tron in it, as well as a new character, Clue, who was created by Kevin Flynn as the creation who was supposed to overlook all of the Tron world. First, right off the bat, I just want to state the whole ambiance and the aspect, the whole world of Tron in this movie is really more alive than I feel it was in the original Tron. I just felt, like I said in the thing, like I said in the movie, when I think of like CPU characters and like non-playable characters in like a video game or something like that, I honestly think of them as just characters on the sideline, just like walking, not really talking to the main character in a video game, like who you play, but like kind of just being like a backdrop, just something there to like distract you a little bit, but not really to interact with. For the world of Tron, I know this is a movie, not a video game, but the CPU characters in this just made the movie feel more alive, and you can actually talk to them and react to them and have a conversation with them. And they seemed like real people. Like, for instance, Olivia Wilde's character of Cora, he was able to take her out of the video game and bring her in the real world, even though I don't know how that is possible. But as always, this is a movie. It's not supposed to be taken 100% accurately, but they had to take a lot of leeway with this movie, obviously. But like I said, the characters in this movie, I think they added to the feeling of me being able to enjoy it a little more than I did with the original Tron movie with Jeff Bridges. It just seems like it was more alive and more inviting to the viewer than it was for the original Tron movie. I just felt more intrigued as time progressed in the film, just more involved in the movie. It kind of captivated me a little more than it did with the original movie. And I think that's why I think I might give it a higher grade, and as well as saying it will hold up rather than the 1982 movie where I said it didn't. It just, in my opinion, in my perspective, and my movie-going experience, what I enjoy, I feel like I would have enjoyed Tron Legacy a lot more in the movie theater than I would in a movie theater watching the original 1982 Tron. But that being said, like I said, if I grew up in the 1980s and Tron was released, I'd probably have a totally different perspective and totally different opinion of the movie, rather than now being spoiled with all these amazing movies that have come out lately, and the graphics, and just like the whole plots of these new and improved cinematic masterpieces we get nowadays. It's just, I've been spoiled as a moviegoer, and so knowing that and knowing these movies that I have seen, I'm going off those, and that's probably why I'm being a little too hard on the original Tron than I should. But that being said, Tron is still a good movie, and I enjoyed it. I appreciate the movie, and I understand why it's a cult classic, and I'm glad I actually got to watch it with you guys finally, because like I said, I watched Tron Legacy before I saw Tron. And that could also be why I'm kind of leaning towards Tron Legacy being a better movie than Tron, the original movie. Also, I feel like Jeff Bridges, his character of Kevin Flynn, had more depth in this movie than his character did in the original Tron. It just seems like he had a lot more emotions in this character of Kevin Flynn rather than the original Tron when he was playing Kevin Flynn, a younger Kevin Flynn. It just seemed like there was a lot more on the table, like a lot more writing in this movie for Kevin Flynn's character rather than in the original Tron, where it just seemed like he was gonna save the day and really was gonna like set out and to achieve the goal he was trying to do when he entered the world of Tron. Because we knew at the end of Tron that he was probably gonna achieve what he set out to do, but I didn't know he actually breaks out of the game. Because, like I said, going into this, I saw Tron Legacy, and so knowing that Jeff Bridges was trapped inside the game, I thought he was never able to break out of Tron in the first movie. So apparently he was able to, but then he went back to achieve something else, and he wasn't able to escape this time around, and that's why we had to enter into the game again. So yeah, it's really just a circle, a reoccurring circle. He really... But like I said, as we saw in the original Tron, he really was down on his luck. He only had the arcade to back up his last name. That was his only source of income, other than trying to prove his word that he was indeed the guy who created Tron and was a lot of the guy who did all this stuff for Encom, and so they screwed him in the end. But he really did prove at the end of that movie that he was the one who did all this stuff, and so... As we saw in the beginning of Tron Legacy, he actually did become a wealthy business owner. He really did make a name for himself, and after Tron, things were going up for him. So he really did succeed after the movie of Tron, and which is cool that we kind of get a recap of that, because honestly, that could be a movie in itself, like a movie in between Tron and Tron Legacy, to see how he has risen the ranks of like a business owner, and to become like a millionaire. So yeah, that could be a movie in itself if anybody wants to make that, but I feel like they're just going to go off of Tron Legacy and make a sequel. But Tron Legacy, it was a fun time. I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed the acting. I enjoyed the plot, even if it was too similar to the original plot of Tron. I enjoyed the characters. I enjoyed Jeff Bridges. I enjoyed Olivia Wilde. I enjoyed Garrett Hedlund. I enjoyed Jeff Bridges again as the antagonist of Clue. Yeah, everybody did their part in this movie and did a great job at acting and believability of the movie. It's just, I feel like the reason why I just enjoy this a bit more is just the graphics, the ambiance, the scenery, the colors. It just seemed more alive to me and more inviting rather than the 1982 movie where we just kind of got blocks of bits and pieces of like futuristic type stuff, but really the graphics weren't to par with what they were trying to do in the movie. And so that's, I think, why they had to wait so long to make a sequel in 2010, so that technology was updated and it could compete with what they were trying to put on screen. And they actually have the technology to do that now, and so that's probably why they waited so long to do it. And for the moviegoers, that's just like a plus in itself, that we got to see such an amazing graphic filled film that was up to date with what Tron, the original Tron, was trying to do back in the 80s and now was able to do in Tron Legacy in 2010. This movie made... the budget for this movie was $170 million, which is a lot. And so, opening weekend for the USA, it only made $44 million, which is not great. It grossed $172 million worldwide, which is not great. It only made $2 million more than what the budget was for making this movie, which, honestly, for them to make a sequel to this movie, they might be losing money, honestly, in my opinion. So I don't know if it's a great call, even though I know a lot of fans would probably want to see a sequel to Tron, including myself. But only making $2 million more than what the budget was for this movie, that's not great. That they really lost on this, which is amazing to me, because like Tron Legacy, this movie seemed like it would be great to see in theaters. I wonder why a lot of people didn't want to go see it, and especially because Tron 1982 movie was such a cult classic, and a lot of people loved that movie. I wonder why, like, nobody went out to see it in the movie theaters. That kind of blows my mind a little bit. And this was such a cool movie. I think the best viewing for the audience would be to see it in theaters. So, whether or not they make a third Tron movie, it's up to Disney, I guess, because I think they have the rights to it now. Or maybe they always had the rights to it, I don't know. Yeah, it's up in there. We'll see if they make a Tron 3. Crossing my fingers they do. I think it would be a fun time. Hopefully they make a lot more money back than what they put into it, rather than Tron Legacy. But only time will tell. It's been on the cards for a while, and it's been up in the air, so we will just have to wait and see. But my grade for Tron Legacy, I will just have to give it a B+, honestly. Yeah, a B+ for me. It was very enjoyable. It's a popcorn flick. They took a lot of liberty and a lot of concepts from the original Tron and put it into this movie just with better graphics. And, it was basically Tron 1982, but with better graphics. And that's fine with me, because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the movie. It gets a B+ from me. Does this movie hold up? Honestly, the graphics are not too bad, except for the de-aging process of Jeff Bridges as Clue in this movie, which is very noticeable at some points. Well, most of the points that you can totally see that it looks like a computer game. But other than that, it really did look like Jeff Bridges from the 80s. It looked like a young Jeff Bridges, so I can't fault him on that. It was 2010 too, so they didn't have the type of technology they had when they made Civil War and made Robert Downey Jr. look like he was 18 again. So I can't really fault him on that. Other than that, the cars were cool, the motorcycles were cool, the city was cool, those planes, the fighter jets, those things that pick up people. I keep forgetting what those are called. I know I said it in the first movie, but I forgot what they're called. Those little ship things that pick up passengers. Yeah, the graphics were great, so I honestly think this movie holds up, especially for younger viewers. I think kids will still get a kick out of this movie and find it enjoyable. I did as a kid, and I find it enjoyable as an adult still, so I think it's a fun time. So B+ for me. Yes, it holds up, and it's very enjoyable, and I recommend you guys see Tron Legacy. It's a fun time, and I think it might get you hyped for Tron 3. But other than that, guys, that has been my reaction, my review, my commentary for Tron and Tron Legacy. I hope you guys enjoyed the series. If you did, maybe hit that like button, as well as leaving a comment down below what you guys prefer, Tron or Tron Legacy. Or just discuss in the comments why Tron has such an impact in your life and why you appreciate these movies so much and why it's a cult classic to you. Because these movies are really good. They're really fun, and that's why I hope to see a third movie. So leave down in the comments. We can discuss it later. Just let me know what your guys' thoughts on Tron is. But other than that, maybe subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be posting more movies, more series in the near future. So if you guys are enjoying these types of series, might as well subscribe if you haven't already. I really do appreciate it, guys. It really does help out my channel, helps it grow, and it just makes me know that you guys are enjoying my content, and it makes me want to produce more content for you guys. So it really does help, and I really do appreciate it. But other than that, I will be back with a new series soon, a new reaction video for you guys. But until then, I hope you guys are always having a great day, and I can't wait to see you soon. So I'm just going to leave you with a peace.